Hey everyone, RogueGold here, and today we're going to break down the brand new Scout system that is launched in the Division 2 as of the latest Year 6 Season 2 update. Now this is the replacement for the seasonal Manhunt and story content that we've been accustomed to in the game for the past several years. And so because it is a new format, not only did I want to do this video to just preview what that looks like, but also the Scouts for this season specifically are riddle based, right? They don't directly tell you what objectives you need to do to complete them, and so I figured that some of you might appreciate a guide at least for this week 1 Scout. Additionally, I also wanted to highlight the reward potential of this, because not only like in the past iteration does it unlock lore comms and give you access to the season finale mission once we get to that point of the season, which this time will include the new master difficulty, but these individual activities are far more rewarding than the prior system, including guaranteed weekly exotic components and optimization materials. So, hopefully that all sounds good, and without further ado, let's go. Alright, so here we are in game. To find scouts, you're just going to want to go into your map into the usual Manhunt tab that we're accustomed to. However, this is now the new look of it, right? The Manhunts have been redone to this new scout system. At the top, you can filter by what scout you're looking at. So we're on Scout 1, Week 1 right now. You can look ahead to see when the others are going to unlock. But of course, in this video, we're going to be tackling Week 1. Now, the first thing that you're going to want to take a look at for all of these scouts is under the Intel section on the right side there. It says, with Keener in custody, it's your job to get the team back together. I was supposed to find a safe place in Foggy Bottom. You're good at solving riddles. Let's see if you can find me. Glasses out. So that is your overall clue for these 3 activities that we're then going to need to do, right? So we know that we're going to be doing content within the Foggy Bottom zone of the game, which of course is within DC right over here. But then if we go back, we also have Activity 1, which has its own clue, and it says, I miss taxis. I wonder if we'll ever get them running again. And part of the pretty neat thing about this new scout system is how rewarding it is. You'll see under the rewards for just this one activity, we get an exotic component and an SHD calibration. Now, for the objective itself, again, our 2 clues are Foggy Bottom and taxis, and that tells us that we're going to need to go and do the taxi graveyard control point here, so let's go and do that. Alright, so we have our last few enemies of the control point right over here. And once I take them out, we should get the notification that the scout is complete. Let's see. There we go. Scout activity complete, and we get the exotic component and the shade calibration. Alright, and now that we are done with that, we can go back into the scout menu and view activity 2, because we completed the first one. Now the new clue is we need to support each other through these difficult times. Sharing is caring, agent. So what you're going to want to do for this one is to donate. It says 100 there. 100 resources to control point officers within the Foggy Bottom zone. So if we go back to this guy and do that, it looks like he needs 100 water, so that's perfect. We'll get that done. And we get Scout Activity 2 done right there. Alright, now one final time, we will go back to the Scout menu to look at Activity 3, and it says lead by example. We have a lot of people to save, or not. Now for this one specifically, I saw a lot of people saying that this needed to be public execution activities directly within the Foggy Bottom zone. I believe it can be any, so let's go test it out. Alright, so I just did a territory control. Let's complete it by opening this. And then if we go back to the scout thing, we should have 1 out of 3. Indeed. So yeah, just do 2 open world activities within the Foggy Bottom zone for activity number 3 here. I'll check back once I'm at my 3rd one. Alright, so I just did my 3rd activity right here, and once we claim this, we should complete that, and subsequently complete the entire Week 1 Scout. So there we go. Scout activity completed. If we go back in here, we go to Scout 1, all of them have been done, so we got 3 exotic components and calibration from that, and then from the overall thing, we got Season Pass XP, even though I was already done, the collectible, and the equipment. And in case you want to check your season collectibles and lore comms, as always, you can go into the progression menu, but they've also added it to the screen right here. You can see at the bottom, if I click open collectibles, then it just ports you right there. And there you have it, everybody. That is your guide for the Week 1 Scout of Year 6 Season 2 of the Division 2. I very much hope you all enjoyed, and I'd be very curious to hear your first impressions of this overall Scout system. You know, in comparison to the previous Manhunt content that we had, do you like it, dislike it, somewhere in between? Obviously, it's going to change from week to week, and the developers have said on stream that this new system allows them a bit more flexibility in what kind of objectives they might have us do in the future. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Additionally, although I don't love the idea of being tied down to doing certain weekly videos, let me know if you would at least be interested in a weekly scout guide, and I will certainly consider it, because yeah, we've got 13 more of these coming for the season. But whether it's for that or all upcoming content on the Division 2, be sure to click that subscribe button if you're not already. We would love to have you here as a part of our community. But that is going to do it for me today, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. RogueGold. Out.